Hi, I'm Ashley, and this lesson is all about weak forms. Now, if you haven't watched the lesson on the schwa, then I recommend that you do that first. So just before I talk about weak forms, I want to play a little bit of a game. Have a look at this sentence. So the game is this. Which words do we think are the most important in communicating the meaning of this sentence? Now, I would say that love, go, and cinema are much more important than words like I'd, to, or the. I'd also say that watch and film are much more important than the A in the middle. And at the end, I would say I would say relax, hour, and to are much more important than and for an, and or. So that means that those words, in my opinion, I hope in your opinion as well, are the most vital in communicating the information. You know, if I said love, go, cinema, watch, film, relax, hour, to, it would sound like very sort of primitive English, you know, almost like the way, you know, a 2-year-old might speak. But nonetheless, we can have a conversation. There is the transfer of meaning in that content. Whereas if I said all the grammatical words, I'd, to, the, a, and, for, and or, there's no conversation at all. We can't. There's no meaning in that. But it's not to say that those what are called grammatical words, I guess that would be a good title for them, are unimportant. It's just that they don't serve the function of communicating the meaning. They sort of glue the verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs together in a grammatical sense, so that the conversation, the sentence flows. So they're important but not important for meaning. And because of that, in a standard British English accent, and actually in most variations of English and even regional accents of English, what you find is that those grammatical words, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, tend to be pronounced with schwa. I should be even more specific with that. What I mean is the vowel in that grammatical word tends to be pronounced with a schwa. For example, I'd love to go. So notice how I'm not saying I'd love to go. I'm saying I'd love to go. I'd love to go. And then I would say to the cinema, to the cinema. So not to the cinema, but to the cinema. Watch a film. Not saying watch a film, I'm saying watch a film. And instead of saying and relax, I would just say and relax, and relax. And instead of saying for an hour or two, I would just say for an hour or two, for an hour or two. So have a listen to the whole sentence. I'd love to go to the cinema, watch a film, and relax for an hour or two. Now, that might sound a little bit strange, slowed down, but sped up. It's actually the way that native speakers speak. I'd love to go to the cinema, watch a film, and relax for an hour or two. It's tricky to hear, right? But it is happening. Now, what this means, or this is the subject of this video, those grammatical words which are pronounced, the vowel of which is pronounced with a schwa, are called weak forms. They are weak forms of grammatical words. That's their title. But notice how I didn't pronounce I'd or in that sentence with a schwa. And so, sadly, we can't say as a very strict rule that every single grammatical word in a sentence in English has the vowel pronounced with a schwa. But we can say that a good sort of 80 or 90% of the time, that's definitely true. And I've got some more to say about this in the extended resources, which you can download at the end of this video. And I've got other practice material and other practice sentences that you can look at to help you develop this. I'm going to give you more in a moment. But I list all of the grammatical words which can be reduced to a schwa, which can become weak forms. And what I've also got in that extended material is some information about exceptions, because it's not true all the time. So just because I say the in the cinema doesn't mean I say that all the time. I could say the apple, for example. The apple. Can you hear that? The apple. So I'm not saying the apple, I'm saying the apple. So all of those exceptions and variations are in the extended resources, which you can download after you hear these examples. So have a go. As. Not as often as you. And. Me and you. But. All but empty. That. I hope that you're happy. Than. More than ever. Yeah. It's your own fault. If you are endlessly searching on YouTube for videos on British English pronunciation and intonation, then search no more. You could save hours of time by heading over to our website, where we've got everything you need all in one place. Free videos on every topic, extended resources with audio to help you practice offline, and access to our certified coaches who can give you an expert assessment and on-demand, ongoing feedback with your progress. So if you want to start speaking English with more clarity and more confidence, then click this link and I'll see you there.